Thanks for tuning in to this instructional how-to video on how to use the Collierville Library's online events calendar. My name is Julianne Ziegenhorn, and I will be our cruise director for this evening, and we will learn how to navigate the online events calendar and learn how to register, how to look for events, etc. So, to begin, what we are going to do is pull up any search engine and type in colliervillelibrary.org. This goes to our library homepage website. Now we see the beautiful website has just popped up, and at the top of the screen we see a bunch of tabs running from left to right. Starts with home, goes to my account, all the way down to the events, second to last. This events tab is where you're going to go to see everything that's happening at the library. So we're going to click on this events calendar and room booking page, and it's going to pop up this whole new page. And you may be thinking to yourself, hold up, I don't see any events. I don't see a calendar right here. What is going on? Well, what has just happened is it has pulled up the events calendar. You just have to scroll down a little bit to see the calendar view. This first box that we see right when the page opened is the book a room box. And we're not going to go into that too much right now because we want to focus on the events calendar. But I want to mention briefly that this is where you will go to book a study room or a Hallie meeting room online. Now, just keep in mind that for the Hallie meeting room, you do have to have an application on file to reserve this room. And your application has to be approved beforehand, before you can reserve a room. But this is where you would book any room at the library. Now let's keep scrolling down to the events calendar itself. Here we are in March 2021, and we see the monthly view of what is going on at the library. Now, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed by seeing the whole month, you can always change the way you view it. You could view the calendar by day, and this just pulled up Tuesday, March 23rd, which is today, and it shows us everything that's going on today at the library. We see that at 10:30 there was a story time, and later on at 5 p.m. there's a session with the Master Gardeners. So this is a way to see it by day. Now if you click these little arrows right in this top left corner, it's going to go day by day by day. Now that might be a little bit tedious if you're trying to get all the way to April to see what's going on then. So we might switch it to be the week view. That's a little easier because it's not as overwhelming as the whole month's events, but it's easier to click through weeks rather than days. I still like seeing the monthly view because then you get to see all of the wonderful activities going on at your library. So let's dive in and see kind of what's going on. You may be wondering, I am seeing some beautiful colors on here, but I'm not really sure what they mean. So now we're going to go into what each color means on the calendar, and then we'll learn about the registration process. So the first color I see in March is this pretty yellow color. And this is the color we use to distinguish children's programs. So these are programs specifically geared for children, for example, story time. Now, if we go to the Wednesday, the 3rd of March, we see this pretty pinky purplish color. Now, this is a program that the program host has decided she wants to distinguish her program and make it pop on the calendar. So she gave it a new color just on its own, even though it's still a children's program. Now, the next color we see is this pretty blue color. And this is the color that distinguishes adult programs. These are programs for adults 18 and older. Now you may be wondering, I am missing a group of library patrons. The 6th graders through the 12th graders, where are they? They are this green color, and this distinguishes the teen programs. Now I want to show you one thing in our previous month that is a different color that shows up on the on the events calendar occasionally. And these are the red events. And the red events are for all ages, adults, children, and teens. So anyone can participate in these programs. Another color that may appear on the events calendar, we're going to go to April to see it, is this pretty lilac color. And this distinguishes when the library is closed. We also maintain our hours and dates of closure on the library homepage, so you can always go there. But just in case you were curious, that's what the lilac color means. So I want to learn a little bit more about one of the programs, and then I want to register for one. So let's say I'm interested in signing up for this walking book club. Let's see if the registration is open. Perfect. So what I did, if y'all missed that, I clicked on, let's go back so you can see. Let's go to April and the Walking Book Club on April 13th. So my mouse is hovering over the Walking Book Club discussion. I see a little bit of information there, but I want to learn more and I actually want to register for this program. So I do have to click on it with my mouse. And then it's going to pull up this new page that has more information about the program itself with this description. And it also will show us the dates and the times for it. And finally, it will show us the registration button. It tells me that registration is required and there are still seats available, so I'm good to register. Let's do it so you can kind of learn what it's going to look like to register for something. So just click the Begin Registration. And I do want to note this little yellow rectangular box. It's telling you that you only have 10 minutes to complete your registration. Don't worry, that's going to be more than enough time. And the only reason why this is there is in case you start a registration, you get distracted, run and grab something, go to Chick-fil-A, an hour has passed. Your registration hasn't been completed yet, and maybe someone came in and decided to register during that time. It just gives the other patrons an opportunity to register in case someone just accidentally leaves the screen open on their page. Just a way to keep things fair and allow everyone to participate in programs. So for this registration, it's only asking for my name and my email. So let me add that. Now, depending on the programs, you may have different questions. Some may ask for your phone number, and some may ask for your children's grade, if it's a children's program specific towards certain grades. There are just different things that might be asked in your registration, but they are specific to that particular program. So just for this one, we need our name and our email. So then we click Register. And then what we see is right here below the information box, you see success. You have successfully registered. If you provided an email address with your registration, a confirmation message has been sent. So what happens now is when I go to my email address, I will have an email that says, I have registered for this program. And then it's a great way to remind yourself of this program and put it on your own personal calendar. And I will say most of the programs that you sign up for, you will get a reminder email a few days before the event itself, which is a very handy thing in case you're like me and you often can't keep track of all the things you have on your calendar. So this is how you navigate the library's events calendar. There are a ton of wonderful events, and I definitely suggest you look at them, sign up. We love seeing you, and we love having you come into the library, and we're excited that you are participating in this scavenger hunt and that you are active patrons with the Collierville Library.